Well, the Chicago Sky's free agency has probably been one that we never expected since they had the number 3 pick and the number 10 pick in the WNBA draft. But Jeff P has went into a different direction by acquiring some free agents. And all the free agents had high praise for Angel Reese. Now the latest comes in a returning Chicago Sky player. And we'll unpack all that next here on the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Well, the Chicago Sky season came to an end by not making the playoffs. And now what the Chicago Skies have done in free agency is something that we didn't expect since they had the number 3 pick in the WNBA draft and the number 10 pick. But Jeff P decided to package up that number 3 pick and make some moves. Also, he brought in some free agents. Now, he brought in the likes of Kia Nurse, Rebecca Allen. Now, Kia Nurse and Rebecca Allen, in their introductory press conference to the Chicago Sky, they had high praise for Angel Reese and tells a lot of people what Angel Reese brings to the table with her high motor, her ability to rebound, her offensive skill set, the strength and the power that she plays with that you can't teach, the high motor, the infectious energy that rubs off on certain players and all kinds of players that Angel Reese has played with. We even see that now in Unrivaled. All her infectious energy rubs off onto all the players that she's playing with. And Kia Nurse and Rebecca Allen gave Angel Reese high praise. Also, the acquisition of Ariel Atkins from the Washington Mystics. Jeff P packaged up that number 3 pick and acquired Ariel Atkins. Now, Ariel Atkins came out and said some high praises about Angel Reese as well. She talking about her high motor. She wanted to play with Angel Reese because she has no ceiling. She has unlimited potential. And this was one of the reasons why Ariel Atkins, made the consideration of coming to the Chicago Sky, because she wants to play with Angel Reese. And she know what Angel Reese brings to the table offensively and defensively and as a leader. And also, they brought back the old Wally veteran in Courtney Vandersloot. Now, Courtney Vandersloot, she used to play with the Chicago Sky. She's the all-time assist leader in Chicago Sky's history. And they brought her back. And recently, Courtney Vandersloot sat down with WGN, and she had her high praises about Angel as well. So the remarks that she said about Angel Reese will probably leave you speechless, because this is what we've been always saying about Angel Reese. Some of the intangibles that Angel Reese got, you can't teach that. You just have it or you don't have it. And Courtney Vandersloot sees that in Angel Reese. And this was probably one of the leading factors that she wanted to sign with the Chicago Sky in free agency. She wanted to come back to an organization, like she stated, that are building around the young core in Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. They are the cornerstone. And Courtney Vandersloot understands that. So one of her deciding factors to come back to Chicago was to get a chance to play with Angel Reese. Now, Courtney Vandersloot is playing in Unrivaled. She plays with the Mist. And she's went up against Angel Reese a couple times. And she has felt what Angel Reese brings to the table. She's felt her power. She's felt her strength. She's felt her relentless motor. She's felt the infectious energy that rubs off on her Rose's Ball Club. And she alluded to that in this interview she had with WGN. Also, she said about her elite rebounding skills and her offensive ability. and her strength and her power and her high motor that we always talk about Angel Reese. Something that a lot of people don't bring to the table. And Courtney Vandersloot understands what Angel Reese brings to the table. And this is why she wanted to sign back with the Chicago Sky. But before we get off into that, I need y'all's help. I'm on my road to 14,000 subscribers. Right now, we're at 13,829. I know we can get there with the support that we have in this community and the people that generally rock with me. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button. For the new people that are watching this video, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger, and I would appreciate the support. Now let's get off into what Courtney Vandersloot said in this interview with WGN.
Us as a team.
Angel Reese, you got to see her for Team Rose. You got to see her a little bit last year in her rookie season. Now, of course, you're going to be teaming up with her. What kind of partnership can we expect between you and Angel, and what have you seen from her as an opponent that excites you about being her teammate now?
Well, I think first and foremost, her competitiveness, the way she competes on both ends of the floor, always offensively and defensively rebounding. Of course, she's, obviously proved to be elite at that. And I think you're going to see just with both of us really leading with our toughness first. I think she's one of the toughest players I've seen around. She plays hard, she competes hard, and that's kind of those are the type of players that I want to play with. And so that played a big part in it. I'm excited to see what we can do offensively together. Just continue to grow each other's games.
Ariel Atkins is also a part of Team Rose. What was your reaction to learning the news that, she's coming aboard? You're adding a proven all-star talent.
Yeah, I was excited to have her on. We got to have conversations right around that trade, and it seemed like she was excited, which makes me happy. Just surrounding, our youth with, Angel and Camilla. That's what they're building from, and surrounding them with vets that have won at every level. I mean, Ariel she's an Olympian. She's an all-time defender, and so. Just having her added to the roster, she knows how to win. She's won at the WNBA level, and just another champion in the locker room. I think it's huge.
Now, you heard what Courtney Vandersloot had to say. Now, this goes to show you that some of these women in WNBA free agency, their deciding factor to come to play with Chicago Sky was Angel Reese. Angel Reese is the high motor that they want to play with. Angel Reese is the leader that they want to play with. Angel Reese is infectious energy that rubs off on her teammates. That's who they want to play with. Courtney Vandersloot alluded to why she wanted to come to Chicago. That was the deciding factor. Angel Reese was the deciding factor in this free agency move back to Chicago. And all the players that Jeff P has acquired through free agency, they've said nothing but great things about Angel Reese and the reason why they wanted to come to Chicago, because they want to play with somebody like Angel Reese. Angel Reese is the type of person that you want to be in the foxhole with. Her competitive spirit, her competitive nature, her intangibles. It might not be appealing to you guys, but it's appealing to these WNBA women that want to play with Angel Reese. They know what Angel Reese brings to the table. They know what tenacity she brings. They know what force she brings. Angel Reese's box office. Everybody that has played against Angel Reese and everybody that's been playing with Angel Reese has nothing but good things to say about Angel Reese. Angel Reese is a needle mover. And these women that decided to come to Chicago, Angel Reese was the one that moved the needle for them to come to Chicago and side on the dotted line. So kudos to Courtney Vandersloot for giving Angel Reese high praise on her ability on the basketball court and what she brings to the table. Now, like she said, she just wants to grow their game offensively together. And unrivaled is 3-on-3. Courtney Vandersloot is a point guard. She likes the high pace. She can get up and down the floor. Angel Reese can run right alongside of her. And Courtney Vandersloot can dish off some of her assists to Angel Reese and for Angel Reese to finish. And Courtney Vandersloot knows what Angel Reese brings to the table. Now, I see everybody in the comments section I see everybody. And I know I'm going to see my man Robert Fowler show up again. But continue to support the channel, Robert. Continue to comment. Continue to do what you're doing. But we see you. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. And we're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Droppin' podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.